This week, amid ongoing discussions between Seoul and Washington on how to balance trade and ease the tariffs set by the Trump administration, shipbuilding has been highlighted as one area that could deliver a win-win solution for both sides. With the visit of U.S. Secretary of the Navy John Fallon to South Korea, where he stopped by two of the country's shipbuilding giants, there has been growing anticipation towards industrial cooperation in this sector. We have our Oh Soo-young here in the studio to talk about the prospects. Welcome back, Soo-young.
Hi, Tammy. It's great to be here.
So, Soo-young, let's begin with how shipbuilding has been raised as a crucial industry for greater cooperation.
Sure, Tammy. So, America's global leadership has often been characterized by its dominant naval capacity since the end of World War II. Sustaining and expanding its fleet is essential to maintaining its military might, especially here in the Indo-Pacific region, where the country is facing increasing competition from China. That's according to Dr. Peter Lee at the Arirang Institute for Policy Studies, who authored a report on shipbuilding cooperation last December.
So if you think back to the 20th century when the US was a great manufacturing power, during the Second World War, for instance, the United States built 5,000 ships during the war. That was more than Germany and Japan combined. And you fast forward to today, and now the PLA Navy is actually larger than the United States Navy. But more importantly, it's actually all concentrated in Asia. And then secondly, if you look at the commercial side, China built somewhere between about 1,700 ships last year. The United States built between 3 and 5.
Under the US Navy's 2025 shipbuilding plan, America aims to build a fleet of 390 battle force ships over the next 30 years. However, due to rising costs, delays and labor shortages, ships are retiring faster than new ones are being added.
Right, and it seems the U.S. has been shifting towards working with its allies. But the question is, what advantages do these countries have to offer?
Well, Tammy, beginning with South Korea, it was the world's second largest shipbuilding nation as of last year, with its big three shipyards, HD Hyundai Heavy Industries, Hana Ocean and Samsung Heavy Industries, producing from a quarter to a third of the world's vessels. Now, China has generally held the lead in terms of the number of vessels ordered, while South Korea often surpasses China in the order value due to its focus on more expensive and technologically advanced ships. So you could say that Korean shipyards are ready to help America build its ships from warships to smaller vessels with world-class infrastructure that could drive down construction costs for the US Navy while building up a sturdy global defense supply chains. Now, maintenance is also a crucial area for cooperation, and it could provide more immediate benefits, according to Dr. Yoo Ji-un, a former naval commander.
When we collaborate closely in shipbuilding and maintenance, repair, and overall activities, we directly enhance our mutual defense capabilities. Such cooperation helps standardize equipment, streamline logistics, and reduce overall maintenance costs through economic of scale.
Jointly investing into future technologies such as greater automation capabilities is another way to help America maintain the most advanced naval technology and prowess, as well as address other fundamental shortages such as its workforce, both in shipbuilding and the Navy.
Given the sheer scale of China's naval shipbuilding lead right now, how do we close that gap? And I think really there is a great argument to be had about using emerging technologies, uncrewed systems and drones, for instance, to really leapfrog and catch up to China. So there's a lot of work that Korean, Japanese and other allied countries are doing in terms of uncrewed navigation and uncrewed systems. And I think there's a lot of work to be done with the commercial sector there.
But ramping up the shipbuilding industry in the US will inevitably take time. Bringing cooperation to this side of the Pacific could present both short and long-term opportunities to help the US swiftly ramp up its fleet and partnerships.
But the Trump administration has been, all about domestic industries and more investment in the U.S.
So that's the question, really. While US President Donald Trump has himself recognized the importance of increasing maritime capacity, concerns still remain over his America First protectionist policies that focus on boosting domestic industries. The US Navy Secretary has indeed indicated more investment in America would be welcome, but his visit to HD Hyundai and Hana Ocean this week has been a positive sign for deeper cooperation.
Industrial cooperation, especially in areas like shipbuilding and sustainment, is increasingly critical for strengthening traditional security alliance today. From my perspective, Modern security dynamics require more than just political alignment. They demand practical interoperability and shared operational readiness among allies.
To present a true win-win situation for all sides, both in terms of national security and economic benefits, companies as well, they'll need more motivation to jump in.
So I think there's an opportunity there for Korean companies, but also the Korean government, to really use this priority sector of shipbuilding to demonstrate that Korea can play an alliance burden-sharing role in helping meet a very critical US strategic need, but also that for Korean companies, that this is a profitable endeavor that has a long-term future. And for instance, the global maintenance, repair and overhaul market is worth about $60 billion a year.
Two major Korean shipyards have already invested into the US. HD Hyundai inked an MOU with the largest military shipbuilder in the US to collaborate on naval shipbuilding in Mississippi. And Hanwha Ocean last year acquired Philly Shipboard for closer partnerships going forward to revitalize American naval capacity. Experts say that legal changes will have to be made. So one development is the Ensuring Naval Readiness Act being introduced by US lawmakers earlier this year. It proposes permitting vessel constructions in shipyards located in allied countries in the Indo-Pacific and NATO as well, namely South Korea and Japan. Now, Commander Yu suggests that stronger bilateral efforts could help propel such cooperation.
Setting clear interoperability standards and co-production frameworks would ensure seamless alignment in ship designs and maintenance practices. Expanding joint research and development initiatives, particularly focusing on advanced naval technologies such as unmanned vessels and next-generation propulsion systems, could significantly enhance our combined maritime capabilities. Formalizing bilateral agreement dedicated to naval MRO cooperations would allow us to quickly capitalize on South Korea's proven strength to support the US Navy's operational needs in the Indo-Pacific.
We'll have to see how the bilateral consultations play out, but certainly shipbuilding does look like a crucial industry for greater cooperation. Thank you, Soo-young, for coming in today.
Thanks for having me, Tami.